Welcome back to Boujee Bravo Bitches, where we talk all that Bravo tea from basic to bougie. We're your hosts. I'm Jenna.
I'm Darcy.
And I'm Amanda. Let's get into it, bitch.
Hi, kitties.
Hey.
Hello, hello.
Romeo's here to party too.
Hey,
Hey,
Romeo.
Sorry if you hear him. He's a little cranky today.
Understandable.
Aren't we all? This has been a long week. We were just talking about that, and I am glad that it's Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
It's like one of the last weeks of summer. It's so weird.
I know.
Don't
not a
say
fan.
that. Don't say that.
I'm like really depressed about it. Not a fan.
Summer doesn't really end in Florida, but it does feel strange. But also, the kids also went to back to school.
You guys already went back to school. Yeah. That's crazy.
Summer's over here.
Yeah.
Not that it ever starts and ends, but anyways, how's it going?
So much stuff happened this week.
Yeah.
I know. In place of like not having any Bravo actual TV on, there's
like a lot. Yeah.
I want to talk about the trailer for Salt Lake City first, which I made you guys do homework and rewatch it.
I'm so excited. Like, Salt Lake is a top tier franchise.
Agreed.
It is good. I'm obsessed with everything about it. The views, the venues, the fashions.
Community theater housewives.
Exactly. Oh, when they dress up for parties, they go all out. I love it.
We have to get into it, but 8 Lisas is like my dream list. I have a reservation for 8 Lisas. When they all like choir or like I love that.
When she says, take that wig off, I die.
You'll never be me.
Oh my God, I die. All right, well, let's get into some of the like deets. So it's coming back the 18th, which is a Wednesday, I believe. So we have nothing on Wednesday except if you watch, what is it, $1 Million Listing? I think that's on right now. So it'll be on Wednesday, and Mary Cosby is back full time again. Are you guys surprised by that? I'm a little surprised.
Not really.
I mean, I heard it already, but like, I'm surprised that she like agreed to it, I guess.
Well, yeah, because from like I don't know, what do you call it? The trailer. It looks like she participates a little bit more. Like it looks like she's participating, which is
she did an activity, which is shocking.
Exactly.
Like, gotta earn your keep this season, Mary.
Yeah, Mary, if you want to be on the show.
Wasn't she having trouble with her husband / grandfather?
Yeah, I heard that recently too, that they're like divorcing or like separated or something like that.
So maybe that's contributing to the reason she's
she needs that money.
Actively filming.
Flow, baby.
She steals from the church, doesn't she? I like her whole cults of Mary M. Cosby.
What a franchise.
There's a new full-time named Bronwyn, which I was immediately triggered by that name.
Oh my God, I was so triggered. I have PTSD. You guys know Bronwyn is my least favorite housewife. I like John Mellencamp's daughter more than I like Bronwyn.
Ooh,
bold statement. I can't stand Bronwyn. I think she's a horrible person.
She is a horrible human being and not housewife material. This is Bronwyn, Bron. A little different, but I was still triggered. And she appears to hate people, which I'm like, okay. Like I
could get behind that though, because I'm also a people hater.
Equal opportunity.
Yeah.
Or which is an ethical?
Ethically
ethical snarker.
Ethical snarker. Exactly. I am. I just don't like anybody. I don't like people. Okay. I'm not a people person.
I didn't look up what Bronwyn did. I looked up what the other two did, and I actually didn't look up Bronwyn.
My question for her is, where in Utah could you possibly be going in those outfits?
Yeah. The yellow leopard bubble coat and short set.
Where are you going? What are you doing?
In Utah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
in a very Mormon community as well. Like
so many questions.
I'm interested.
Oh, for sure.
In Park City. We have 2 new friends up too, Maylee and Brittany, who are a model and an artist. I looked that up.
Okay, that's nice. That's nice.
What about anywhere in the trailer though? Did you?
Not that
I don't think so.
Maybe the little car like one racing of them thing they were doing.
Yeah.
I didn't see any.
At one point in the trailer, though, Heather was talking, and she looked a lot like Tammy Sue.
Tammy Sue?
A lot like Tammy Sue.
Oh, that's not.
Do you guys feel like, speaking of Heather, do you feel like she's going to come in like, I had the best season.
Yes.
I'm like this hot ass housewife. Like I run the show. I really hope she doesn't come in like that. That's very off-putting.
my thing about Heather. I feel like she is such an obvious like fan, like Bravo stan, that she is very produced and like she's like I feel like she's studied for years for this
Oh,
role.
she absolutely
Mhm.
And
has.
like she's always pulling out all the stops for the
And
role.
she's very intelligent too. Like I've read her book
Yeah.
and like everything she's done, she's very smart. So she can, you know, she makes good TV, but I just hope she tones it down a little. Don't come in too hot.
Well, like the first line is her like, "You talk to our sworn enemy," which I think Whitney reached out to Monica, is what I gather
Yeah.
from
Sworn
that.
enemy.
Because
Yeah,
I
she
remember
fucking
like
catfished you guys. Relax, okay?
but right after filming ended, there was something about like Whitney and Monica having lunch together or something like
And
that.
that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. You can get
P.S.
mad
That
at a
girl's fucking crazy. Like, if you ever see like her lives and stuff, I'm like, what is wrong with you? You are like bizarre. And she's still like obsessed with like talking shit about Bravo and the Housewives and stuff
Of
like
course, of course.
Yikes.
One hit wonder.
that. Yeah.
You know.
Let's talk the fashions. Amanda, purple is your favorite color.
Oh my god, I love the purple, you guys. And then the purple Bravo that comes in over the
Mhm.
mountain.
Yeah.
I'm loving this. I love it. It's so
They
good.
all looked really good,
Yeah.
honestly. First of all, I feel like one of these I wore in your wedding, Amanda. Like maybe like
I feel like I saw one that was like, oh, this
like
looks
a
like it could
version
be.
of like a mix of Heather and Angie, maybe was like your wedding. I don't know. Lisa on the snowmobile.
Snowmobile in the heels.
So classic
Loved it.
Lisa. Classic Lisa. I don't really love Whitney's with like the cape hanging off of it.
I
I didn't
like
like
it. I like it. It's short, it's
the
cute, it's
shoes
fun.
didn't do it
I
for
love
me
a cape.
either.
I love a cape also.
Meredith's looks like a bridesmaid's dress.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm. And
I
that
think Heather looks
doesn't
good.
quite look like Meredith. A new face for
It never
Always with
her.
does.
her.
It never does.
It's really impressive.
Mary looks like she's going to church. Angie looks
Yeah,
cute.
Mary's is like my least favorite. Angie's is cute. I love a cape.
I
Mhm.
like the new girl too, actually. Bronwyn's her
I don't
giant
know
sequin dress.
if I love the one long sleeve and then
The
sleeveless.
short sleeveless and the long sleeve.
I'd say
I don't like
either
the neckline.
if it went full, either full sleeveless or
Okay.
full sleeves, it'd be a 10 out of 10.
I don't know who the new girls are, which one is
You
which, I'll be
can't
honest
really
with you.
see their whole outfit either.
No.
Miley is the first one, and then Brittany is the second one. I like the pleather purple look.
Yeah, me too.
Mm.
That might have been one of my faves,
Yeah.
just so you know.
Well, there you have it on the look. So I'm not hating any of them, honestly. They're pretty good. They're pretty good. It seems like Meredith and Lisa are close again, and like I've seen other like since the trailer came out, like them like showing a lot of support on each other's posts and stuff like that. So I guess they're back.
She forgave her for the hot mic.
Yeah. Well, so what I will say is Lisa wrote like "love you" and Meredith wrote "back at you," which is kind of passive-aggressive.
I love Meredith.
They're cordial.
They're, you know, and I think that's fine. I think you have to be. And I wish that other people could learn that. Just be cordial. That's
Mhm.
what New York did. And they were so good. So
Yeah.
I think people need to realize that.
It looks like Meredith and Mary are donezo. They get into a fight. Mary asks
Mhm.
Meredith to leave her house. Meredith calls her fake.
Are we gonna take a moment to talk about Meredith's bangs?
Oh, I think that was like a theme party. I think she was dressed up like Breakfast and Tiffany's.
There's other ways to do that than using your own hair and like backcombing it into a set of fake bangs.
Maybe you're right.
I
She
am
looked like
not a
Gail
bang
Weathers from
person.
Scream.
Oh my
It
God.
was jarring.
I do not like bangs in general. Oh my God. Remember when Lisa did bangs?
Some people can do them. It's
Which
just
Lisa?
don't use your hair, like tie it in a bun and then pull the remainder of it forward. You look crazy. You look crazy.
That's like because she didn't want to get real bangs.
You can
Thank God.
buy clip-ins. I'm just saying,
Oh my
there's
God,
other
clip-on
alternatives.
bangs.
It can't be worse than what she did.
All right,
That's
listen,
all I'm
one
saying.
time, you guys, when I got back after I studied abroad in Italy and I was very like Euro chic, I came back and got like total straight across bangs.
You
and I
sure
rocked them
did.
hard
Oh.
like I rocked them hard for like 6 months, and then they were just so hard to maintain. That
They
is the
looked
only time
cute.
I've ever had bangs.
Like
And
there's
they were
some
very
people.
chic.
There's some people that can like pull off a bang.
I had like a side part bang when I was in like, between like 2004 and 2008, like the side part with like the long bang. I look back at pictures and I am just mortified. I'm like, girl, why couldn't you just have straight hair? Just have like fucking straight hair, perfect. And so.
Pretty sure I still have a side bang. It just never goes away. Like no matter how you try to grow it, it's still there. Once you cut it for so many years, it just never.
It just stays there.
It stops right
It's
here.
It's a perma bang.
Yeah. What else? Angie judging Lisa's parenting. Looks like they get into a fight too.
Oh yeah, what does she say? Your kid just sits on the Nintendo on the tablet for 8 hours a day.
Yeah, playing video games. Until 2 in the morning.
I believe it though. I feel like that'd be Lisa's parenting, honestly.
Yeah, she's like eats at 7-Eleven. I like Taco Bell and I like fine dining. And then Lisa, you already brought it up how Lisa was like gonna snatch the wig off of Whitney's head, but I guess the feud goes on because she like yells at Justin and was like, "Your wife's a liar."
I saw that.
Justin actually gets a little activated, which I was kind of.
Are they getting a divorce?
Doesn't look like it. I think that was such a storyline last year.
It has to be like, there's trouble in our marriage. I bet that's what her storyline is this
Maybe
season.
this will bring them closer together.
Write it yourself, Darcy.
Whitney's
just
doing like
good at prophesizing. We're really good.
Doing like that investigator bullshit where she's like now investigating all of these people suing Lisa, which there was something else that came out this week. She's being sued for $400,000 in unpaid debts, but I don't know. Show me the paper trail.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't believe it.
Yeah.
I don't believe it. Anything else on the trailer that you guys saw?
No, but I'm excited.
I'm pumped.
Ready for it.
I love that there's such a short time between dropping the trailer and the show's coming out.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
I don't want to wait.
I don't
want to be excited.
Yeah.
Someone like a couple days ago started posting like that they saw that like if you Google like Salt Lake City that there was like a premiere date on the episode 1, so people kind of knew for a couple days before the trailer dropped.
Okay.
That it was coming.
Everyone knows that they're like, oh, the trailer's coming out today. I'm like, how do people like hear these things?
I think they
Quinta
get told.
Bravo.
Maybe like some of the talent could be telling them too.
I think if it like we follow their casting, and they actually talk to us before, and I think if I asked,
they would tell you.
Yeah, I think so. Because they want that like follow. They want people excited. You don't just want to drop something and no one even knows.
Exactly. No one's talking about it.
You got to build the hype.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
This note is for Amanda, and it's for me too. But Gina, did you see?
I saw, and I watched the whole TikTok, and I was like, Gina, you're so fucking annoying.
She didn't even really apologize. She
stood by it. She was like, and that dress looks great. I'm like, Gina, we're looking at the same fucking thing.
The dress doesn't look great.
I find her endearing.
I've been turned off from her ever since she like messaged me like Happy Mother's Day, Amanda. Like, stop. I am done with you. Like, shut up. You looked at my profile, you creep. Enough.
I just like and appreciate that she is such a good sport being made fun of that like
but she does it to herself.
Absolutely.
It's like being made fun of like you are just a walking target.
I enjoy it.
I mean, she just pisses me off with her Long Island accent. Like, get out of here.
I didn't post this, but the mid-season trailer just dropped too. Right
I watched it today. I did. It comes out. Ryan's whole like bookie stuff is coming. It's all about Ryan. I'm excited.
And then you have Tamra, like just.
Oh, she is just so mean and annoying. She's so mean. The stuff that she says. She wears like an FBI hat, which is a little bit funny. No, it's kind of funny though. She pulls out an FBI hat.
I can't wait till something comes out about her because you know it's going to.
I don't think so. I mean, I think the worst that could come out about her has come out. Besides, like Eddie being gay or something. I mean, I think she just is like. I don't think she's a bad person, but I don't think she has like any skeletons in her closet.
Everybody does. I'm sure she does.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
that's valid.
I hope something bad comes out about her.
Oh my God, I don't hope
Okay,
that
wait.
for anyone.
The best part of the trailer is Shannon. So Shannon hosts their trip to London, and she texts Alexis and says,
Oh yeah.
"Hi, Alexis. I am hosting a trip. You are not invited."
Yes, I love that. Go
It is
Shannon.
like so savage. There was more. It was like, I guess Alexis must have sent her flowers, and she's like, "Just, I don't need the flowers. I don't want an olive branch."
I mean, Alexis is so annoying, but we can get into that when we talk about the show.
Yeah,
So,
we'll get there. We'll get there. Summer House, I think, is maybe wrapping up this weekend. Maybe
yeah,
next weekend. I saw Paige was
Labor Day
packing.
probably is
It
like the
feels
last
like
party.
everyone's been very in and out, because if you look at people's stories on the weekends, like there was definitely a couple weekends where it didn't look like Paige was there, but maybe she just posted things late. It looks like Carl was in LA one week. It doesn't look like Lindsay's always there. I feel like there's a lot more in and out going on.
Yeah,
But
I can
there's a
see
picture-
that.
Jesse Solomon posted a bunch of pictures today, and there was one where Shorts was there. So I guess he goes for a
Oh,
visit.
really?
Yeah, but I did see that he was in the Hamptons like recently, so I guess that's what that was about.
Mm-hmm.
So, TBD. I haven't heard anything crazy or like salacious about the season.
No,
No.
me either. I saw Lindsay did like a podcast interview, and they asked her like, "What do you do with Carl?" And she's like, "We just literally don't talk. We
I
don't
think
talk."
that's
Which I think
fine.
is
Yeah.
fine.
What's there to talk about?
Exactly. They don't need to talk. She's like,
Yeah.
which is fine. I also agree.
You guys, I got very triggered by Amanda
Oh.
this week.
Why? What did I do?
Okay.
Oh, okay. It's fuck you. You know what? No.
Listen,
I'm not
I'm
doing
not-
it.
Here
No,
we go.
I'm bringing it up. I'm bringing it up. So I love JLo.
I'm like, that's why I'm so
I
upset
spent
about this also.
thousands of dollars to sit front row at her 50th birthday concert.
I know. And I'm
love
like
her.
so mad at you that this is why.
She sent the thing about JLo and Ben Affleck breaking up, and I said, I just have to know, like, what is wrong with her that she cannot maintain a relationship?
I was very upset about this, you guys.
She cannot maintain
Because look at those losers that she's dating. Are you kidding me? Ben Affleck,
She
loser.
is
Alex
choosing
Rodriguez,
them.
loser. Fucking
She's
Mark
choosing
Anthony,
them.
loser. These fucking
I don't
weak
think Mark
ass
Anthony
men.
was a loser. That's probably why she ended up having kids with him, because Mark Anthony probably wasn't a loser. She
You're
got
absolutely
bored.
right. Yep. But did he cheat on her?
I don't think
know.
so.
I'm gonna have to read about their breakup because I still think he's probably a loser. Because hello, it's JLo. Okay.
Why does
You
she
know
like
what? Men
losers?
are shitty. Men are. That is the one thing I will agree on. She
I
needs
said
a better
P. Diddy, and
choice than a
she
man.
goes, going to jail or something.
I know. I'm like, oh, him? Yeah, good
just like-
choices.
I guess, so the wording of me saying she can't keep a relationship is what bothered you. What I meant was, like, what is she doing with all these, like, dead-end relationships? Basically.
Okay. Because I was like, well, it's not her, it's them, obviously. But why is she picking them?
Amanda
I
came
don't
at me
know.
and I was like, oh no, this is a Carl and Lindsay repeat. I can't do it. I'm out. Goodbye.
And I think I'm so triggered by you because I know how much you love her. It's never her. It's always them. It's never the woman, and I refuse to believe that. I hate men, you guys, so it's never the woman.
She has a bad picker though. Like, what is she doing?
Yes, I agree
You
with
went for
that.
round 2 with this guy. You didn't know what he was like. I don't understand.
Maybe he was sober or something, and then he got, do you think he's back on the
other
sauce?
thing no, I think that's why I was triggered too, because I felt like you were immediately blaming Ben Affleck because he's like in
No,
recovery.
it's not because of that.
It escalated so quickly.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I was
you
like,
guys,
I'm
if
not
you would
doing
like
it.
comment to us and tell us, are you team Jen or team Ben? Because honestly, you can't be team Ben. He's got his freaking weird wife and his weird kids. No.
His weird
I
wife
really
would
like
be
Ben
JLo.
Affleck.
No, I meant his ex-wife,
Oh.
Jennifer Garner, and his kids. They're just a little different,
I do like Ben Affleck, actually. I do. But he
I do
seems
too.
like a tortured soul.
He seems like he
makes-
needs like a fun wife, and he hasn't gotten a fun wife. He needs a fun wife.
I mean, she left A-Rod and like they got together like 5 minutes later and then got married. It was
Maybe
not
her
gonna-
ego was hurt. I don't know, because
The fact that it lasted this long is shocking, honestly.
Yeah.
I said she needs to get an accountant who will like do everything that she says.
She needs a Sergio.
Well,
She needs a Sergio.
this
Period.
isn't a podcast, but I just felt the need to bring it up.
I
And
like
now
that.
And now we've cleared the air.
And now we've cleared the air. So we
I
can
feel
get on
better.
to West is going to have a dating show
Yeah,
on YouTube.
Is it dating though?
Yeah, I just
It
saw
looked like it, like-
posting about it.
Yeah.
It's
I'm not
interesting.
going to watch it because West is not my type of person.
It's on like Complex, which is part of YouTube TV. I've never even
Well,
heard
he
of
works
So
for Complex.
he works for
He works for
Complex.
Complex. That's the job that he got last year. He works in like their media department.
Got it.
Yeah.
So it's
Gotcha.
their show.
Yeah,
on.
yeah, on their like YouTube channel or whatever. That makes sense.
Gotcha.
Smart.
You know. Did you guys watch the House of Villains trailer?
Of course I did.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it looks
and
so good.
And it looks like Teresa and Tiffany don't get along, New York, and that makes me sad. Because they could have taken over the world together.
They could have. They're two alpha females, though. They don't want to back down.
Well,
Are you Team New York or Team Tree?
Team Tree. I mean, New York is so old news. Like, let's be honest. If you're stacking her up against Teresa, old news.
I only like New York because she's from Utica, New York, so that's why I like her.
Stand
by that.
I like her too until she went against Teresa. Now,
I don't know a lot of the other people though.
West from The Challenge, or like
I know him.
Bergman.
There's like some RuPaul people I didn't know. Yeah. Oh, I know Richard. You don't know Richard, the first winner of Survivor? Okay, it was like he won Survivor. Everyone knows Richard.
Yeah.
He's the first winner.
He was like Nicki Minaj's ex, who then went on to like Love and Hip Hop Atlanta.
How do you say Safari?
Yeah.
Okay.
Safari.
I don't know. Is that how you say it? I thought it was Safari. Yeah. Swear to God.
Safari. He's married. He was married to Erica Mena too. Erica Mena was a Dash doll who then was on Love and Hip Hop. Isn't that funny? A Kardashian Love and Hip Hop crossover. I watch way too much fucking TV. How do I watch so much TV? It's unreal.
You retain it all too, which is really quite impressive.
I always recognize people because you know what? MTV and VH1 will love to recycle people.
Well, it's like the same company. Viacom like owns them both, so like it makes sense that they recycle them.
But I mean, not cross network. They just like in general, like you'll see someone on like 5 different shows, like later in life too. Like Snooki, remember, was on that show about like, I forget what it was like. What was it? Not a True Life, but something similar to that. She was on that before Jersey Shore.
I loved True Life. That show was so good.
I love True Life. I watched so many TikToks today that I was watching, like I was on like Jersey Shore TikTok, and I'm like, you guys, I fucking love Jersey Shore. Why can't they make TV like that anymore?
I know. Maybe we should do a little like side podcast on Jersey
Oh my God,
Shore.
I would talk about the Jersey Shore all day.
All day.
Was so good.
Do a rewatch.
I still watch it. I know. Oh my God.
I watch it too. Joe and I watch it religiously. Family vacation.
Every Thursday. It's like
we're going to the place where they went on one of their family vacations for our family
I love that.
Anyways, no casting decisions have been made on Ranjay, despite everyone saying that Teresa has been asked to leave, or that Teresa and Dolo are the only ones staying. There have been no casting decisions made.
Yeah, it said something about they're like letting her leave on her own, and maybe they'll give her like a spinoff or something, which I wouldn't be opposed to. But I also think if they let her go and get her a spinoff, they need to not let Melissa back on New Jersey. I think that I'm done with Melissa. Let's move on, Teresa. And
after last week, I was like kind of content with like let them both go, give us a Teresa show, and call it a day.
Yeah, I agree.
Someone come watch my child. He took a nap right before this. So I was like, great. You're gonna be up all time. Ariana's brother arrested for like 100 pounds of marijuana.
I saw that.
They haven't been speaking. They haven't.
Bro, what are you doing?
Who walks into an airport with 100 pounds of weed in your suitcase and think you're just gonna get on your flight and go?
Crazy.
I mean,
yeah, it was probably like it was vacuum sealed. I didn't think they'd smell it. Like, stop.
Like, it's legal in California, so I just bring it.
What an idiot.
I don't think that they still don't communicate at all and haven't since Scandival. I don't think.
Interesting. I mean, he seems like he's a problem. He seems like he may be the problem. I'm going to be honest.
Just maybe not the best decision-making skills.
Yeah.
People are really upset that Scheana and LaLa are going to be like filming.
I saw that on the Valley. People are mad.
They were on like the first episode of last season.
They've like filmed a couple episodes anyway. Tom Schwartz was on. It doesn't mean like anything. Like
Yeah.
I think the wording of it, they're filling in for Jax, makes it seem like they're going to have a much larger presence than just
But it
like
just came out
being at a party.
that Jax is leaving to come and film. So
Yeah.
Probably
he's getting
because
out
he
of
heard
treatment.
LaLa and Scheana were stepping in for him, and he said, "I'm out of here.
I've completed treatment. I'm ready to go."
he said, I did
All
my
better.
week. He said, I did my week and I am ready to come home to my family. Take me back, Brittany.
I'm a changed man."
Oh my God, I can't wait. It's such a good show. Honestly,
It really is.
I love Jax. I know people are Jax haters. He's a horrible person, but I don't know. I find him
not. I think he's
love
so
him.
insanely entertaining. I think he is.
Also, if you get like, you can really get to him on the internet too. He will go back at you so fucking hard. So mad about stuff. Remember when we posted that thing and both him and Kristen were like,
you
want to braid each other's hair? Oh
You
no,
didn't
Kristen,
even
she's like a
tag them.
stalker. She's a stalker. Yeah, you can't tag Jax. He's untaggable still. So annoying.
But
Don't
he'll
be a
find
public
it.
figure and be
But he
untaggable.
finds it. How do you think he finds it?
Because
He
he's
searches
sits
for
on the
his
internet
name,
all
I
day
bet.
'cause he's insecure.
Yeah.
Little Fragile Legs, her store.
yes. I love it.
Fragile Legs equals Sutton. Her
Yes.
store is for lease, but then she came out and said something like bigger things in Beverly Hills or something like that.
Oh yeah, sure. Okay.
Whatever you
No
say.
show was canceled.
Yeah, Buying Beverly Hills canceled, and he was seen canoodling with his girlfriend in Mexico at the break of that news.
Oh yeah, in the water.
Good for him. Atlanta wrapped filming. And in other news, Jill Zarin's daughter, Allie, surprise, got engaged.
Did you see the size of her ring?
Huge.
Yeah, it's huge. So good
Did
for
you
her.
see
Good for you.
Good for her.
He proposed to her. Jill was there, but he didn't tell
But he
Jill.
didn't tell her.
Jill was like, I just heard people cheering, and Allie was engaged. I'm like, oh, okay.
I love Jill. I watch Allie shows TikToks of like her mom, and she brings like full suitcases of Diet Coke to
I've
Europe.
seen those.
Yeah.
They're so funny.
Such a weirdo. Every time I drink a Diet Coke like every time we do a podcast, pretty much. And like my little extra caffeine pick me up. And every time I drink one, I think I'm Jill Zarin.
I love Diet Coke. Top drink, Diet Coke.
She's not wrong about the type of ice that goes best with a Diet Coke either. Okay. I will say that. Any other news you guys saw? Such a news heavy week. I'm sure there was more that I missed, but that's just
it's a lot. It's the high notes.
I was like just turned the TV off, and right before Sherry Shepherd has like a talk show, and it was supposed to be Dolo and Margaret Joseph's on her talk show today, but I didn't watch. It was funny. Margaret, your favorite. Love. All right, let's talk about OC. It was such a good episode. What did you guys think?
It was good.
It was so good.
It's so good.
Would you rather be a Big Bear Babe or a La Quinta lady?
La Quinta.
I gotta go to La Quinta.
Is it La Quinta?
La Quinta? I call it La Quinta. I don't know.
Well, like the La Quinta is like the shitty motel, right?
I was gonna say La Quinta is the motel. That's always what I think of. The motel, the hotel. I think Hyatt owns that. Doesn't Hyatt own it? The Marriott, maybe? So. Maybe Marriott.
It's Hilton, I think.
The Hilton, okay.
Because I'll tell you how I know this. One time ever, we drove home from Florida to New York for Christmas because we had both dogs, and like the emotional support dogs couldn't fly anymore. So we drove home to bring them home. And I prearranged to stay at a Hilton that takes dogs. And we get there, and it's literally a La Quinta that has a Hilton banner taped to the front of it. It was so disgusting. I was like, get back in the fucking car. We're not doing it. It's not.
Jonna is so bougie. God. She's so bougie because I would have stayed there.
You would have stayed at a La Quinta?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I'll stay anywhere. You should have seen the place I used to stay. Please. It'd probably be like a step up.
Yeah, used to, as in don't anymore. Ugh,
she just hasn't had the opportunity.
Exactly. Give me a chance.
No, thank you. Anyways, you would rather be a La Quinta lady? Is that what you guys said?
Yeah, for sure.
Same. I don't want to stay at Tamra's leaky house. Fucking weird.
Or just be near her.
Oh my god.
So embarrassing. No. I love that they all called it out immediately too. Like, Tamra, what's that? Giant puddle on your dining room table.
No, it was.
So, did you guys miss Elizabeth Vargas?
No, she's as crazy as ever. I did expect her to be like a little more a part of it than she was, though.
Yeah, I didn't really even acknowledge her, honestly. I think I was at the bathroom and then I came back and she was gone. So
yeah, I thought it was so funny that literally they spilled everything that they possibly could.
Oh my God, I was cackling. Right? Heather on her hands and knees cleaning. Like that bitch ain't never scrubbed a carpet in her life.
Most
and she's doing
unnatural
it.
looking thing I've ever seen.
And then Emily's like, give it to me. And she drops the entire shaker. I was dying. That was so good. That was so good.
Oh my God.
I loved it. I was cackling. So I'm excited to go back there tonight, back to La Quinta.
I know. So it kind of bounced back and forth, but basically Alexis talked about Johnny J nonstop of the whole car ride.
Do you know, did you guys get the reminiscence of when she was in the car with Heather, like naming all of her cars? She's like, we have the Rolls Royce, we have the Lamborghini, and they just like kept, it gave me like flashbacks to when she first came out. She's such a bragger, and I don't like that.
She's a tryhard.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she just wants to fit in so badly, and she did this her first go around. Like, wants to fit in so desperately, but like, you just come off as weird.
You're just freak, weird. Bro. Why are you going that hard for a man that you've known for 4 months?
FaceTiming him and then being like, in her Louboutins, being like, I'll be only wearing these next time I see you.
Like, and also like, if that's what you're gonna do it in your room.
Yeah, why did you have to come downstairs in front of everyone? She's like, and I'm gonna call my boyfriend. I'm like, nobody cares, okay? All of these women are married. You don't see them saying, I'm gonna call my husband. No, honey, they did that in the room, and then they're like, I'm gonna go have fun. You're a freak, Alexis. You're being a weirdo.
She is.
Does Jenn have an OnlyFans? Because honestly, I have this issue with feet, so I couldn't watch that part of it. I had to fast forward.
That was disgusting.
I don't think she has an OnlyFans, but I think that they were trying to make it funny, but then Tamra sucking pie off her toes like just made me want to vomit everywhere.
Yeah, not a fan of that. Not a fan.
So gross. And
fast forwarded.
Tamra is a like black hole of attention seeking. She really is. Like, if there is attention to be had, like, she will take it to the absolute extreme. So it's all eyes on her. And like, oh, Jenn, put your toe in the pie and now let me suck it off of you.
No, I fast forwarded. I couldn't do it. You guys have a feet issue. Not for me.
I just no, thank you.
Did you guys like the My Children remix that
I did. My children. Oh, how about
my
that?
Children. My children.
Emily went to go tell Gina that they were like having issues, and Heather just said, no, we are talking about me and Gina right now. I was like, wow, Heather, you really took over.
She needed to get that off her chest. She did give the heads up, though, that she would do that on this trip. So she made her intentions known.
Hopefully we get back to the Emily and Gina of it all, but I think that both of them have changed. I don't think it's for the worse. I mean, I think that Emily had some like mean tendencies maybe in her, but I do think that being friends with Tamra certainly doesn't bring out a nice side.
Yeah, I don't know why she's friends with Tamra. That's weird. I don't know
why
like
anybody would be.
And it's annoying me because
what?
I love that Darcy hates like 2 people in the entire Bravo universe. And
that was so funny, Darcy. You said, I don't know why anyone would be friends with her.
Me neither.
It's despicable.
Oh, that was good. You know what? I don't know. I don't have anything to say after that.
There it is.
We can move on to Below Deck if you'd like.
No, I want to know. Well, I think we kind of know already, but like that at the end, Alexis was like saying she has all these videos of Shannon, but I guess it's like the videos of the night that she. I
guarantee it's just videos of Shannon screaming and raging when she's in a fucking vodka coma. That's what it is. I mean,
and fighting with her boyfriend.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. She's probably being a lunatic. She's screaming. She's yelling. She may say derogatory things. I mean, it's
whatever it is. It's not. Oh. I was going to say, whatever it is, it's not that bad, because if it was, they would have released the footage already.
Yeah, I mean, it's just Shannon being a lunatic. I guarantee that's what and we've all seen that on TV.
Crazy and drunk.
She's probably just maybe a little bit more of a lunatic. I mean, and if you haven't been a lunatic on vodka, I don't know what you want me to tell you, okay? Because if you haven't screamed at your husband... if you haven't made a fool of yourself after a few shots, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, the drinking and driving was really bad. She shouldn't have done that.
The thing I was going to say about the mid-season trailer is that John Jansen comes to their, like, it must be the end of the
last party.
Comes, and Shannon's like, I'm out. You know she loves a good fourth wall break. That's like her favorite.
Storm off.
I am out. Ooh,
Call me an Uber. Party is over.
Oh, Storm off. I didn't even realize
Oh,
what
you
I
didn't
did.
realize Scheana storms the door? Oh my
I
God,
didn't even know what
realized
she
it.
I didn't
there.
intentionally.
I actually liked it. I liked it.
How
I thought that's
funny.
why you said it.
No.
How
You know
funny.
what? Look at you.
But yes, that is why I said it. I'm an intellectual.
You are. Yes, you are. Let's talk below deck, shall we?
Guys, the boat is sinking. I'm so stressed. I am stressed as fuck. Get me off this boat.
It's your
Get
nightmare.
me, you know what? I need to go to a hotel if I'm in Italy at this point. I'm not okay on the water.
No.
I'm not okay moving around in these cars. I need a
Wait,
hotel.
also, have you seen this week in real life news that there was a Medicane or a tornado and it capsized a yacht? I guess there were a lot of other factors in why that there was some safety issues to begin with, but people family chartering yacht, only the mom and her baby survived, and she swam for like a gajillion hours to make sure the baby
she held the baby above the water. I know.
Scary.
Yep. Can't even be bougie and have fun these days. Just
no.
Well, then the orcas are out there too, hitting.
Oh
a
my
bunch
God!
of boats.
Do you see those videos when they're like on like the fucking what are like the paddle boards and these giant orcas, bro? I would simply pass away.
Don't get me wrong. Like I know that the Mediterranean Sea is so large, but I'm like, oh, it's like a little like it's like encapsulated. It's like a pond, basically. Like I didn't know you could have all of these like weather like activities and like animals and stuff.
I never heard of the Medicane.
That was
a Medicane.
my question.
Until I loved. I don't actually
real,
love it.
or is that just
I'm
what they
assuming
call?
It's real.
I mean,
I've never heard of that
Sandy
before.
would make something up.
Medicane.
Yeah, Captain Sandy. No,
it is a real
Sandy
thing. It's a Mediterranean cyclone.
Yeah, which is why do they call it a hurricane? Also, if it's a Medicane, it's in the Mediterranean. Why do they call it a hurricane?
I think the Medicane is off of the hurricane. Like they derived that word from hurricane.
Okay, all right, I'll let it go.
We'll have to go to ancient Latin or something to figure that out. Anyways, we start the episode off with Joe bailing on his date with Ellie, which is commendable, I guess. I thought it was funny. Like he didn't really want to go. And she's like, "Oh, that's okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I'm gonna curl my hair now.
Curling my hair.
Thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much."
I mean, at this point, I would be like, Joe, get out of my room and don't ever speak to me again, you trash ball. Thank you.
Yeah,
I'm sure
his eyebrows really pissed me off, so I just need to say that.
Heaved me out this episode.
His eyebrows are so annoying. I want to pluck them.
Well, so then we go out and Ellie and Bri join forces and they band together and they're like, he was playing us. And then 5 seconds later, Bri's like, let's hook up in the disgusting bathroom of this bar.
When he
she's drunk. I'm gonna let Bri like go on that one because we've all been drunk and done like crazy things with a guy who thinks is hot.
I just think it's funny that the timeline of events.
Oh yes, that is funny.
When he said like lift your fucking skirt up, my like stomach turned. I was like, ew, bro. Like
you know what your eyes are doing.
Like
your eyes, Leslie.
It was so like this man.
Time out. Let's think about this as not as a 38-year-old women who are married with husbands and children. Like, let's think about this as a 25-year-old who is 15 tequila shots deep. If somebody was like, lift your skirt up, I'm
gonna be like, woo! Just tell me you love me, why don't you?
Your eyes when you do it with your eyes.
She's gonna be like, it's like, you know, it brings me back. It brings me back to my youth, and I like go for it, girl.
Not on her, him saying that was like so.
You thought it was
and
cringe?
I think he, to me, looks like he should be 50. Like he has the characteristics of an old man, but he's not. And I think that adds to my icky.
You just don't like this man.
It's not that I don't like. I just don't. That may be.
You're not into him. He's not your type.
No.
I'll take the other Joe Bradley on Bravo, please.
Yeah.
I'd hike my skirt up, married or not.
Lift your fucking skirt up.
I have my own Joe, and I like him just fine. Thank you.
Oh my god.
I am just like wondering, when did like Nate and Gail like just start dating? Like I know that she like dumped her boyfriend in the last episode, but all of a sudden they were like a couple.
I think it was as soon as she ended that phone call.
Okay.
It's just, I feel bad for her ex. That's gotta be weird to watch this back. Like, oh, here she is on the phone breaking up with me. And so there she is on a date.
Watch What Happens Lives, like with her and with Aisha, and everyone was saying basically that the ex is like a real asshole, and he was being really like crazy and like controlling.
Oh.
And also, I think she's back together with him. So I
I was
don't
gonna
Oh.
say, are her and Nate still? Or I was gonna ask if they
know.
were together.
She's with the ex. On the last Watch What Happens Live, she said that they were like trying to work it out.
What's there to
Weird.
work out?
The ex is silly for going back. Also, the ex, you look like a fool if you went back. You're foolish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She cheated on you on national television. Grow a pair.
Yeah.
You tell them, Amanda.
That.
In other news, Sandy, since she's not driving the boat anywhere, is
Oh,
on laundry.
I see it.
Now
I was
on
like,
laundry.
Sandy, you are doing laundry. Like you, that is beneath you, Captain. That is beneath you.
So funny. She's like, Bri was like, want me to do that? And she's like, no, I don't.
I don't blame her.
I just don't understand how she can't get the laundry room. Like, it's really frustrating for me that she can't get
I
it
know.
together.
It's so annoying.
Do they write their names like on their do they label their clothing? Like
I was on a Reddit deep dive on this. I was in a thread, and like they should write. It sounds like they write their names on the tags.
you could then I don't understand how she's putting people's stuff in. Like, can she not read?
Or somebody comes in, they drop off their laundry. What size are you? I'm a size medium shirt. Perfect. When you're folding up their clothes, just give them a fucking medium shirt.
She's
Print
got
a
a notebook.
spreadsheet.
Use it.
It's so annoying.
Like,
Your laundry
it's not
is
that
fine.
difficult. If you have 4 smalls coming in and one person wears smalls, give them all the fucking smalls. Like, somebody gets too small. You know what? I'm not gonna. It's not my job. It's not my job.
It's not my job.
No, not my circus.
Not my circus, not my monkey.
The boat sinking at the dock is how we end.
The boat is sinking.
That's
so
scary.
I forgot in the beginning they were like, we can't use that forward cabin because there's a leak, and that's why they don't have a fourth stew. But I guess whatever this issue is rectifies that, because then they get a fourth stew. So it's probably
they thought they fixed it. So she thought they fixed it, and then it obviously wasn't. They have to go back and refix it.
But I guess they're going to, because they get another person in the next couple of episodes. I mean, we only have like 5 left, so
remember when they
out of
said
the 452
seven more episodes?
Yeah. Let's talk about Dubai. I love Dubai.
Oh my god, I love it. It was so good.
Good episode.
And anyone who doesn't love it, I'm judging you for not liking classic Bravo Housewives.
Yeah, there's no deep like drama. It's not like hatred and vitriol. It's fun and petty, and that's my kind of thing.
And that's what it should be.
Exactly.
Like, this should be extravagant women doing ridiculous things and fighting over nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I want to see more people go to lunch at Dior, like Ayan and her husband did. Lunch at Dior. That's what I want to see.
Oh my god,
Fashion
Ayan's
show at a
husband,
polo
I fell in
game.
love with him. I fell in love with her husband
sweet.
in one scene.
I just like love their little cute relationship.
Yeah, he's like so team Ayan. He probably tells her whatever she wants to hear.
He's a wife guy.
I think I love Lisa's husband, but something about the two of them together just seems inauthentic to me. I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it. There's just some inauthenticity going on there.
Rich's teeth really bother me.
They're British, right?
Oh, yeah, they're so British. I'm not a fan of British
Sorry to our
teeth.
British listeners.
Like, they're very British, and I don't like it.
Since we brought up teeth, going back to Med, did you notice the guest in the rainbow shirt and the hair has the most outrageous teeth I've ever seen? They were like so super white, so straight, like it's jarring.
I think I know what you're talking about, but I was so distracted by his hair that I don't know that I paid attention to
I thought
teeth.
he had something like it was a mouth guard, and then I was like, oh, those are his teeth. Sorry to derail.
No, that's okay.
So
no, I have an unpopular opinion, I think, coming next.
Let's hear it.
Scheana Almadan. I don't believe this kidnapping story. I don't believe anything she says. I just think she's a fucking liar. I don't believe a word that comes out of her mouth. And the fact that she has her kid sitting next to her, like telling this whole story, I'm judging you. It's disgusting.
Well, I judged her when she let her boyfriend, like, quote unquote, babysit her kid. Like, that was weird to me to begin with. So I don't know. She's a weirdo.
I
don't believe any of that story.
My take is there's probably a grain of truth to it, and she embellished
a lot of it,
a significant amount.
Like the nanny stole a necklace or something is probably the story.
Or like had a boyfriend over or something. And
had a guy.
It just,
I don't know. I just think that her son knows everything. I think she's too open with her son. I'm gonna say that. Like, He's a
Yeah, he was
child.
like,
Let's treat him like a
"Nothing."
child. You're going to stress him out. You're telling him he was almost kidnapped. That's going to make him
Right.
like not sleep at night.
And she's like, well, they had to question him because we were at the police station. I don't think you have to tell him all that just because they were asking him a few questions. He's
Yeah.
7.
Yeah.
Well, and don't have him sit there when you are catching your girlfriends up on what has
Well,
happened.
when she was like, oh, mom, and they took your underwear too. I'm like, whoa, he should not know that. Like, that's
Right.
crazy.
I just don't buy it. I don't think any of it happened. And I don't like her, and she doesn't fit in for me. So she can leave. You can leave.
With her $45K dollars.
Yeah.
I was cracking up.
$45K.
$45K dollars.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
What does that
Because
mean?
they're not dollars. They're rupees, you liar. What are they called?
And he
Golf
only
rupees?
and she's like, and he only made like 3K.
She didn't say dollars after that. I was disappointed.
She didn't.
So he made 42 cents. Great. So Nina Ali, her only cameo was in that scene, which I would like to
Yeah.
see more of her interacting with
I
people.
liked her.
I did too. She is fucking rich, honey.
I would like to see Ayan's friend Huda join the cast because Huda Beauty is big.
Oh, I love Huda Booty.
Oh,
yeah.
Beauty.
I kind of felt like we
Like-
were setting up for like a little friend of situation. Like I thought she was, when they were talking, I thought all of a sudden she was going to have like an interview and then she didn't have one.
No,
I
think
would like
she's-
to see that though.
I think
Yeah.
she just came on as like a friend and that was it. She's never like that's not her scene. She makes too much money on
She
her
doesn't
makeup. She
need
doesn't
it.
need to exactly. She's not
Yeah.
gonna do that.
Hey, there's always more money to be made. You just
Oh,
never
look at you. Look at you.
Yeah.
I like it. That's a good
Lisa and Stanbury go to lunch and like appear to bury the hatchet, but I just don't see them ever being friends. Lisa's just a hater. I don't know.
I
People
can't wait
love
for the
her.
reunion.
I just can't get on board. I don't hate her. I don't despise her. I just can't get like on board with her.
She doesn't
She bothers me.
do anything for me either way. She's just
Okay.
exists.
General indifference.
Yeah.
not a fan, but you know, I'm not a fan of most.
Who's your fave?
Stanbury.
Okay,
And
fair
she's
enough.
Hilarious.
Fair enough.
I
She's
know.
so funny.
Like,
She's so British.
"I'm
I
not
love the British. By the way, you guys, I love the British. I named my son after a Brit. I named my son after a Brit.
By the
I'm always
way.
gonna be- but I don't like their teeth. But I'm always going to be team anyone who's from Brit. I wish I was British. I'll be honest.
But
I
when
think
you
it'd be
say
fun.
British, you mean just British royalty.
Yeah, British high class. I'm going to boarding school. I'm rich, bitch.
You're not. You don't mean
I
like
am
Love
very
Island.
rich.
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
I did name my son after royalty, so that's all I
I
have to say
know.
about that.
I know. When she was like, Caroline was like, it looks like the Spice Girls have ascended onto the podium.
Them roasting
As
each
they
other's
were-
It was
outfits.
so good.
Like,
It's
while I
so
was
good.
watching it, as they were walking, I'm like, oh my god, I need to go back and take a screenshot of all these outfits because this is crazy. Like, and then it ended up becoming its own thing. But I'm like, what are they wearing? Like, Saba looked the worst in my opinion. She would like, I don't know what she was wearing. I did not understand what was going on.
What do you wear to polo? Because by my guess, I'd say Lisa seemed appropriately dressed, but I also don't know what is.
No,
the
I feel like
attire.
Lisa was not. Lisa was like in athletic wear almost. Like what?
She's
Yeah.
wearing a
I
blazer.
kind of felt like
Yeah, but still, it wasn't like. I feel like when I think of polo, I think of Pretty Woman, and she wore like a nice
Yeah.
little dress and
Okay.
like
I think that like Talene looked closest to, even though she really did look like Pretty Woman, but
she looked like a bride.
she was wearing like a romper with like the cape thing
Mhm.
around it, which I
Yeah.
don't love. Brooks probably actually looked like the closest to what you should.
No
wear.
way, she looked like she was She was coming from the office, the slutty
think
office.
so. Oh my god. Caroline Stanbury, if she wasn't wearing those giant jellies, actually probably was the closest.
That was hilarious. She wore your
Those
giant
bottom jellies
jellies.
are so- Listen, even Louis Vuitton makes mistakes.
Even Louis Vuitton makes mistakes. Okay.
I have a lot of stuff from like that like line, and I do not own those, and I do not want them. They're hideous,
I just
and she
remember
wears them
how
all the time.
bad the
Mhm.
jellies, like your feet would slip around in the jelly sandals, and then they smell. Oh god, it
Yeah.
was terrible.
Yeah. Anyways, we end the day with Sergio and Stanbury on a yacht for her birthday, and basically he finally says like, "I want a baby or else," sort of. But I don't think. he'll
Well,
leave.
it's been 2 years and there's still no baby, so
He's not
Well,
going
I was
anywhere.
going back and forth with with like one of our followers because he in his interview said, to be fair, we like rushed into our marriage and we didn't really talk about these things beforehand. We talked about them after. and the girl was like saying basically like, no, they talked about it before, and like he should leave her, blah blah blah. And I'm like, well, they didn't really talk about it before, but if he wants to leave, he should leave.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's going to leave again. We were just talking about this before, like when he's 40 and he's going to go find himself a young, hot little 25-year-old. Like, it's fine.
good
I don't
for
know,
him.
man. He loves her. Do you see that cake he made for her?
does love
Like,
her.
he loves her.
I think he won't leave, but he will be like sad forever. He was like, if I don't have children, life is meaningless.
I wouldn't be surprised if he like adopts later on.
By himself?
Yeah. Why not?
No, that's fine.
Do you think he could actually take care of a child? I mean, I know he wants one.
I think he has the money to have somebody.
How does he have money? I was
child.
actually thinking about that. How does Sergio have money? Because like, what does he do for his living?
I forget what they said his parents did, but when they were getting married, like I think they said that it's like family.
He's like rich.
Yeah, from his parents.
Okay.
From whatever they do. I think I have to go back and look.
Amanda, what is going on over there?
You know, just boys. Just children.
All the
I have
kids
a
are
lot
out
of
of
them.
control today. The kids are out of control.
They're probably playing like hockey or something in my living room.
We literally paused this podcast because my kid had a blowout in my lap. Welcome to motherhood. Very relatable. This is a very relatable podcast.
Yes, it is.
Okay, what are you guys doing this weekend? What's the hot goss?
What are we doing? I am stripping our porch and then sanding it and staining it.
I wasn't sure where that was going to go.
Nice.
I was stripping.
I am stripping.
That. I like a rehab project.
Yeah. It was painted like maroon.
Yeah.
Just no thanks.
Yeah, no thanks.
Doing fancy ass stuff. She sent me a picture of her really nice fence that her husband installed.
Oh, I like it.
We also have a baby bunny that lives in the yard. So whenever Charlie goes out, he tries to go bunny hunting.
Oh my God. But if he eats the bunny?
He doesn't have any teeth, so we'll just gum it. But the bunny's very quick and usually hides under the pumpkins. So
okay, well, look at that. Got a little farm in your backyard.
We do. We've got 3
so cute,
good-sized pumpkins.
Oh, I love
that. I can't wait.
I'm
so excited.
We grew up next to a pumpkin patch.
Yeah, we're going to carve them.
We would go and steal all the pumpkins because we grew up next to a pumpkin patch. We'd go on our 4-wheeler and like load it up and then come home. And we would take, it was like 2 houses over. It was like a cornfield. And well, maybe just we lived next to a cornfield. So we would go and steal all the corn stalks. You guys, I lived in the country. Are you kidding me?
I went by her house. I went by her house when I was home, but on my way to her house, I was literally following a horse and buggy all the way to her house. I was stuck behind it just so I could take a picture of it and send it to her.
We get like stuck behind tractors. We'd have to stop because the cows were like crossing the road. So yeah, I love that for you. I do not live like that now.
Lived 8 minutes from her and did not live
anything
that looked like that. I lived in a neighborhood.
Yeah,
we had paved roads.
Yeah,
we had paved roads. You know, my husband has a house. Well, his dad has a house, and there's like literally, it's like they just paved the roads. It used to be like rock roads. We don't even have phone service when we go there.
That must be nice.
Wild.
No, it's not. There's nothing nice about it. I just get drunk, so but it is actually nice.
What are you doing this weekend? Your kids are back.
My kids are back home, as you could tell. What are we doing this weekend? Nothing. I have to get ready because this is their last week. Like the upcoming week is their last week before school starts. So I got to go to the store, stock up. You know, fucking mom life. Yeah. Summer's over. It's depressing.
What are we doing? I'm gonna go get a mani-pedi on my own without my child. His dad is actually going to watch him. It's gonna be great for them and me. And we have dinner plans. We're going to a little beach dinner.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah,
nice little weekend.
Yeah. We always go out to breakfast on Sunday as a family.
Oh, you guys are so cute.
That's really cute.
We just eat a lot. I don't know. That's what we do. Everything is like centered around the meal. Tomorrow we're going to go to a park. I don't know.
Oh, love that.
Oh, outdoorsy adjacent.
Oh, yeah. It's Meisner Park. It's actually just like a bunch of boutiques and restaurants.
Oh, I've been there. You took me there.
Yeah. It's not a park. It has like a gazebo in the center. And that's what they call it.
It's called park, so it's a park.
It's called a park. Anyways, anything else, kiddies?
Good week of Bravo.
No. Well, I'm excited for tonight. Let's go. OC.
I know, OC.
You guys going to start a cheer? OC.
Oh, no. Romeo thanks you for your patience, everyone. And if you like what you heard here, you can follow us on Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts. Follow us on our socials. We are on Instagram, Threads, and TikTok at Boujee Bravo Bitches, Twitter at Boujee Bravo Bees. We have a Facebook group, and we also have a YouTube channel.
That's it, bitch.